A Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Moments away at Wells Fargo Center, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Indiana Pacers. For Indiana, they split the season series against these guys last season, 2 games apiece. Should be a good one tonight. Here in the early part of the season, Kenny, we've already seen a few teams outperform expectations. What can they do to keep rolling?
Just keep playing to your strengths, and you never let up. You can't change what you're doing now. It's working.
It's that simple.
It's that simple.
And to add on to what my good friend Kenny was saying,
Am I not your friend?
But you didn't say anything.
Yes,
Kenny
I did.
said something. All right. Anyway, can't get overconfident like you're doing right now. Even though you're winning, you keep looking for things that you can do better.
Man.
And you are my good friend, Ernie. I love you.
Thanks, Shaq. Now, let's send it over to Kevin Harlan.
Yo, Pierre, you want to come out here?
2K Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with a broadcast from Philadelphia. It's the home of the 76ers, the Wells Fargo Center. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and 2 Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. The 76ers hoping for a happy ending to close out their homestand before hitting the road. So important to get off on the right foot. New year, new season. These guys have done it.
And right now for the 76ers, every NBA season, there's always going to be some big surprises in store. And I think this season, they'd have to be considered one of the biggest of them all.
Oh, no question. And we're deep enough into the season to know, hey, this hasn't happened by accident. They are genuine contenders here.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Guys, Joel Embiid is listed at 7 feet, but at player introductions, they say 7'2" center, Joel Embiid. Now, Brett Brown says when you stand next to him, you understand the difference between 7 feet and 7'2". He's a big man, Kevin.
He is tremendous size and skill to match, GA. Thanks. We are seeing some guys who were role players last year, Doris, now stepping up in their games individually and becoming more prominent.
Well, I think that has to do with 2 things. First, the off-season work you put in. It's really advanced at this point. And what that work that you put in the off-season does is it raises your confidence level. And when you step between the lines, you better believe you can contribute. So it's skill development, it's strength, it's conditioning, it's nutrition. There's so many things that go into a role player starting to become more assertive and more involved.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Pacers, Sabonis and Turner inside. Bogdanovich out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Prince in at the small forward. Here's Covington. He can't get it to go. Prince with the defensive effort. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Indiana. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And looking at Prince's game, he could be the ultimate complementary player. A good shooter, doesn't need a ton of touches, solid enough on defense, and is showing signs of improvement.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And a very steady season for him at the charity stripe last year. He was right at 85%.
And that one falls for Prince. And with Prince, his versatility between forward spots also is an asset to the team.
And when I called Prince a complimentary player, I didn't mean it as a slight. It just plays with an approach and style that fits well with any team and any leading scorer. Players like him tend to have a long, productive career in our league.
And both free throws good for Prince. Simmons with it. And he just worked New York in that last game. Pass to Reddick. Embiid against Westbrook. Back to Redick. Covington finds Davis. Now Embiid, defended by Sabonis. Shot clock at 3, and the basket is good.
Yeah, boy, it never gets old watching this guy go to work at the offensive end. He's so gifted.
Bogdanovich passes to Turner. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Connects from three-point range. Westbrook's got his first 3 points of the game.
Boy, Westbrook has really improved that perimeter game. He has honed it, and it is sharp.
Outside, Redick. Sabonis against Davis. That's tipped.
Improving on the defensive end as well. Domantas Sabonis getting tenacious there with the block shot.
Bogdanovich. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Bogdanovich has got his first points of the night. 76ers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Simmons kicks to Redick. Pass to Embiid. Philadelphia moving the ball around. From 6 feet, no good from Simmons.
Now that's where they want to go with the ball. They can tolerate a few misses as long as he gets his touches inside.
Bogdanovich passes to Turner. Knocked loose. Embiid with the steal. Redick against Bogdanovich. Outside, Redick to the middle. That's good from Davis on the assist from Redick.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
Now here's Westbrook. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Denver.
And he was aggressive in how he played on the defensive side of the floor, notching 3 steals on the game. That's a great beginning. 3 for 3 from the floor.
And Simmons kicks to Redick. To the paint, here's Davis. Hits the close-range jumper.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
But, Greg, the defense better start to disrupt his rhythm, or it's going to be an awfully long night for them.
And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Westbrook again, Indiana.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Passes to Covington. Outside for Simmons. Clock at 4. Over Westbrook. Again, Philadelphia.
And Simmons is used to being in tight spots. So clever at finding ways out of them.
Down low. Turner dishes to Westbrook. Over Simmons. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Anthony Davis. Great showing for him last season. Last season, how about 22 points per? 9 rebounds, then just over 2 blocks. And he does the heavy lifting on the glass, throwing himself into the rebounding battle with just complete effort.
Well, you get the feeling he believes every rebound should be his, and most of them are. This guy is putting up tremendous numbers.
Bogdanovich passes to Prince. Pulls it up. Goes back up. Back to Bogdanovich. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Wow, how about that feathery touch from Bogdanovich? You just can't let this guy get loose from the mid-range.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Philadelphia shooting their first free throws of this game.
shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one.
And the athleticism that Simmons has is downright unreal. Just a remarkable talent who has the potential to be one of the all-time greats.
That's off as well, so he misses both. And for Turner on the offensive end, it is all about consistency with his shot.
Right, Kevin, because with his length and athleticism, Miles Turner has proven he can be a factor on the defensive end. To me, it's about, with that face-up ability, can they count on him night after night?
Now here's Prince. His last outing, 16 points for him. That one, no good.
Yeah, and even with his range, that one might be asking a little too much.
Yeah, that zip code might extend beyond his range. My goodness, let's take a better shot next time.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
And if you're sensing a concern, best thing you can do is call timeout.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt. You've got to get this game under control. I think he sees some adjustments he can make.
Indiana making some changes. Lee checked in for Sabonis. Rodney McGruder comes in for Taurean Prince. And it's Evans in for Bogdanovich. And the Pacers with possession here. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
What I love about Russell Westbrook is his single-minded pursuit of a championship. But boy, you better bring your game if you're a member of the media. He wants good questions in an orderly fashion.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. Good from Westbrook. And Russell Westbrook with plenty of accolades to his name, but all interview team, Dora, is unlikely to be mentioned there.
Kev, I wouldn't call him loquacious in the postgame. He lets his play do the talking, certainly. And Kevin, that speaks volumes in and of itself.
And Russell Westbrook drops them both.
You know what I admire about Russell Westbrook? Were there weaknesses to his game when he came in? No question about it. But his work habits, his desire to excel and improve have turned those weaknesses into strengths. Truly extraordinary.
Pacers leading by 4. And stolen by Simmons. Down low. Up again. It's good on the putback. Noel's got his first points of the game.
We're talking about a guy who's got incredible length. Nerlens Noel doing work on the glass.
Here's Evans. Can't hit that one. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. This game against Indiana, the first time they've met this year.
And although they were the better team last year by overall record, this was a competitive matchup for them.
Turner with the steal. And the pass to Westbrook. Over Simmons. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. 9 points for Russell Westbrook.
Boy, his shot looks deadly right now. Already he's hit 3 of 4 to start.
Right side Simmons. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Don't let the smooth taste fool you. I mean, this guy's strong work ethic on the backboards. Simmons, the way he boxes out and gets nasty underneath, you gotta admire.
One shot, gentlemen.
We've seen a few true marksmen enter the league lately, Doris, which may someday be in the conversation of best shooter in the league. Any names come to mind?
Wow, this is a great one to try to, forecast into the future. Certainly you think of a guy out in Phoenix by the name of Devin Booker. an explosive scorer, can do it in a lot of different ways, but when he starts to cook from beyond the arc, boy, it is really something special to watch. Lauri Markkanen in Chicago, as that team continues to try to rebuild and reload, he becomes even more dangerous if they can put some talent around him. Those are just two names. Jason Tatum proved that he was probably a better shooter from deep than people thought.
And it's Westbrook missing.
And why take that contested shot? I mean, make the extra pass.
Now, that's a head scratch. When the defense is in your grill, move the ball.
And it's in there. 6 points for Anthony Davis.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
It's Turner, high post. He kicks to Evans. 6 to shoot. Simmons against Westbrook. Here's Leaf. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Well, Russell Westbrook demonstrating how talented a passer he can be.
Pass to Moore. Back to Simmons. It's tipped. Here's McGruder. No points in the game yet for him. Leaf kicks to Westbrook. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Evans outside. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. And it's Davis with the ball for the 76ers. Out to the wing. 76ers moving the ball around. Pass to Simmons. Kick out to Moore. His 3-pointers off the mark. Indiana trailing here. Westbrook scanning the floor. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
Well, he's one of those guys who's kept their offense clicking. They're in front thanks in no small part to what this guy's done.
And the Pacers call time here. Russell Westbrook's mantra is, why not? Way of daring himself to greater heights.
I think, Kevin, in time, it became a way to build confidence to take on the world. That why not? Who says you can't? He lives by that maxim, and I love it, Kevin.
A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the 76ers.
And they've really shied away from the mid-range. That's a new school style, and looking for shots beyond the arc and at the rim. Those tend to be far more efficient.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Holland. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, how about the court awareness from Bogdanovich, showing off his ability to find the open man, Kev?
That one is good from Joel Embiid. And the 76ers lead by 3. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Holiday finds Zeller. And now Philadelphia on the break. And the dunk by Smith.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Pacers trail by 5. 1:52 left to play in the first. Pass to Leaf. Inside. Smith against Bogdanovich. Kicks to Embiid. Shamet is covered by Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 5. There's Embiid over Evans, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
For Philadelphia, they have gone 1 of 3 at the line here.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And Embiid drops them both. Pacers trail by 7. To the middle. Shot by Zeller, no good.
Not the kind of strong finish it should have been. Something threw him off.
Feeds it to Smith. The Pacers pull it in.
He definitely got nervous at the rim. I mean, he needs to make sure he finishes strong.
The pass to Zeller. 54 seconds left to play in the first. 6 to shoot. Holiday, the pass to Leaf. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Leaf's got 5 now.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
No, I didn't either. I thought his feet were moving. It was close, but he was still sliding in just a bit.
Now here is Holiday. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Denver. Back to Evans. The shot from 20 feet away. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And I don't know if he needs a rest in this quarter or what, but he needs something to get off the snide.
Here's Embiid, and the layup falls. He's got 8.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Philadelphia 76ers. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Russell Westbrook has surly disposition on the court, but he talks about the power of positivity with his teammates.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find ways to be a better leader. Leadership was a huge thing, and I felt the way I reacted to certain plays and my facial expressions and my demeanor can change a lot for a teammate.
Well, you can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around him.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
It feels like they're getting a lot of deflections, hands-on basketballs, resulting into steals. This has been pretty to watch.
And so in the game for the Pacers, they've got Leaf. He's out there with Taurean Prince. Evans out there with Zeller. And it's Holiday in at the point. Now here's Prince. Launches a 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Smith surveying the D. Stolen by Holiday. Evans against Smith. Outside Holiday. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Shot clock at 6. That shot misses. Now the 76ers take it the other way. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
You know, sometimes you're going to win because of your performance, and on occasions, which was the case for them, it's the play of your opponent that allows you to escape with wins.
Well, there's no doubt. The offense looked scattered. Tons of turnovers. Some of them forced, certainly, but many were not. It was made easy to defend.
That one is good from Joel Embiid.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Right, really a disappointing effort on the defensive end, not offering any challenge at all at the cup.
Now here's Evans. 11 points for him in that last game against Denver.
Yeah, Kev, he was a standout on the backboards that night and got a number of big rebounds.
Pass to Embiid. Releases. Tyreke Evans comes up with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
He kicks it to Holiday. Pass to Zeller. He dishes it to Prince. And the layup's good off the glass.
Boy, that's a decisive move to the cup. He gives the defense no chance to react.
Passes to Noel. And here's Smith. 76ers moving the ball around. Noel passes to Korkmaz. Shamet guarded by Holiday. To the middle. Here's Embiid. Reverses. And the layup is up and in. Embiid's got 14 points for the game.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Evans against Smith. Evans feeling it out a bit. Kicks it out to Prince. And the three off target.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
And Embiid throws it down.
Boy, he's been unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
Timeout called the Pacers. Of course, at times out there, things get a little heated. Some people feel like the whistle's being blown too quickly on some of these technical fouls. What do you think?
I would actually completely disagree, Kevin. I think there are certain players who are given far too much latitude and others for whom the whistle does come too quickly. So I think it would be better and more helpful to the officials, the teams, and also the fans to understand what is and what does cross a line. Because to me, there's no consistency. There's a lot of confusion. And I think it works both ways. Sometimes too long of a leash, sometimes too short.
Excellent appraisal. And so here is Philadelphia. After Taurean Prince's bucket.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Smith against Evans. Out to the right wing. Prince, right side. Back to Zeller. On the wing, Evans. Covered by Smith. And it's Evans missing.
And another miss. Woo. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Shamet guarded by Holiday. Embiid. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That'll be the second of this two-game road trip. Smith against Evans. Kicks it to Prince. Inside. A nice shot by Zeller. Zeller's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Pacers. And the 76ers decide to take their first timeout here.
And guys, you know, you never run out of things that you can improve upon.
I think, Greg, it's important to keep that hunger, right? You're always striving to get better and to change things up.
All right, a chance to check out the numbers for Tyreke Evans. A very nice season for him last year. Averaged about 15 points a game. 3 assists and 4 rebounds. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Well, and this is exactly who he is, a flat-out scoring machine. You plug him in and let him go to work.
Now here's Moore. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And with everything that Anthony Davis does on offense, it's just mind-boggling. His scoring inside and out, the percentages, he does it all. He is undoubtedly one of the best big men in the league, and many would argue he is the best in the NBA.
2 shots.
And the first one drops. And with Anthony Davis, the stat lines, Greg, he can post on any given night are just absurd.
Really, Davis still strong defensively, but he really impacts every facet of the game. One of the rare players who can carry a team on both ends of the floor. There just aren't many great players that can lead a team to a championship, but I think Davis is of that mold, where he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Bogdanovich looking around. Back to Evans. Shoots over Covington. And it's Evans missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Covington against Evans. Now here's Covington. Defense is right there. Dish now to Davis. It's rebounded by Indiana. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Yeah, just a tremendous effort on their part. They competed hard, but just couldn't get over the hump.
Nothing disappointing for sure. They were right there, and it's always difficult to lose those nip-and-tuck games.
And how about the efficiency Evans has shown in the paint? Once he's got his position, he's looking to score.
Now here's Covington. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Simmons. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
You can tell they've got their foot on the gas pedal right now. No slowing down. The defense starting to look helpless.
Evans against Moore. Evans right side. Back to Westbrook. It's Turner, high post. Here's Bogdanovich. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Noel's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Moore outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Moore's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Indiana. Trailing by 13. Moore against Evans. Over Moore. The shot's good from Evans. Evans has got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, really found his stroke here in the second quarter after missing everything in the first.
And Simmons kicks to Moore. There's the pass to Noel. Simmons against Westbrook. Back to Noel. Here's Davis. And no good that time. So Indiana will take it the other way. Evans outside. And a miss there on the triple.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Evans against Moore. Here's Covington, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
And watching Robert Covington and how he plays out there, great 3-and-D guy, the ultimate role player on a team, and he just gels well with his teammates and doesn't force shots.
Two shots.
First free throw is good. And Greg with Covington, he makes a point with his game to take what the defense gives him.
And sometimes that means Covington will go nights where he shoots very little. He's okay with that. He's focused on efficiency and making the best decision for the team. Only cares about wins and a true team player.
And both free throws good for Covington.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Turner. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, Kevin, Miles Turner has great versatility, so he can score from anywhere, but right there is his bread and butter.
Davis against Sabonis. And good that time. Davis has got the lead up to 13 now for the 76ers.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Westbrook kicks to Bogdanovich. Back to Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
I'm not sure athleticism does that play justice. Russell Westbrook doing work.
Pass to Covington. Now here is Davis. That's tipped. Sabonis with the steal. There's the feed to Westbrook. Covington with the steal. Outside, Redick. Loads it up for Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hammock. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Over Simmons. Westbrook, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Simmons dishes to Redick. Embiid kicks to Simmons. And the layup's good off the glass. Simmons got 4 points in the quarter.
They can't shake Simmons. He is very used to getting hit. Even with contact, he can finish strong.
Pass to Sabonis. 1:16 left now here in the second. Westbrook against Simmons. From 15 feet away, here's Sabonis. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Sabonis has got his first points of the game.
This guy's a skilled interior scorer. There's height, there's great shot selection. Sabonis doing work right now.
Here's Simmons, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Well, you want to slow this man's roll right now if you're the defense, because you've got to make somebody else beat you. He's cooking right now.
There's Sabonis after Ben Simmons' bucket, and the shot goes in. Sabonis has got his second basket.
You can see Turner evolving as a passer. He wants to set his teammates up. That's a pretty look.
Redick finds Simmons. To the middle. Embiid, the pass to Davis. Can't hit from in close. Outside, Bogdanovich. Back to Westbrook. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And that's a tough one. But on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
And that's true. The officials used to be pretty lenient on those, but not anymore.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, what is your impression of the first half?
I think we played. And I thought we found a really good balance of posting and pace. It's what we've been talking about. And I thought our defense, for the most part, was excellent.
A good start. We'll see how they finish. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, it's good to have you back. You're watching the 2K Sports Halftime Show. This right here is Kenny the Jet Smith. This right here is Shaquille O'Neal. Me, I'm just Ernie. Joel Embiid having an outstanding game. He had 16 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 steals. Some great work from him in the first 2 quarters. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the 76ers?
When it comes to raw talent at the center position, Joel Embiid. Woo-wee. You saw in the first half, Ernie. Size, reflexes, ball skills. This dude is changing the game. It'll be great to see him stay healthy and see how good he really can become.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Pacers.
Well, one problem I see is that they're too timid on the boards. When you start to fall behind in the game, you need to become more aggressive on the offensive glass and the defensive glass.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side,
my brother.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
And how disruptive was he in that first half? I mean, creating havoc, causing turnovers, and really energizing his team.
Well, didn't you get the sense, Greg, that this entire team fed off his energy? His remarkable effort on the defensive end really triggered this group.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Redick and Covington, the shooters on the wing. Anthony Davis is out there with Embiid, and it's Simmons in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Now here's Simmons. Takes the 13-footer. The Pacers pull it in. Turner's got 6 rebounds in the game. Redick against Bogdanovich. Three-pointer. And Davis pulls it down. Philadelphia leading by 13. And here's Redick. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And they double up Davis. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And here are the 76ers now. And the wide open shot from Redick. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Westbrook against Simmons. Now here's Westbrook. D right on him. 4 for 9 from the floor with that miss. And Simmons has got the ball here for Philadelphia. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. .90 seconds now into the second half. They get a hand on it. Covington with the steal.
This is what superb defense is all about, guys. He read that all the way.
Redick against Bogdanovich. Redick surveying the D. Four on the clock. Over Sabonis. Was shot by Redick. No good.
I don't like their energy level since the break, right? They've missed 3 of their first 4 shots.
Redick against Bogdanovich. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Covington against Prince. Now here's Covington. He's tightly guarded. Second chance shot, and Embiid lays it in. Embiid's got 18 points.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Well, I mean, he needs to talk to his guys. The interior defense has been horrific.
Absolutely no rim protection whatsoever. At this point, the other team is walking all over them on the inside.
And here's a look now at the shot chart showing the field goals attempted locations for Evans.
Well, you have to give him credit because he's done everything he can to help contribute, but it doesn't appear to be in the cards for him tonight. A lot of strange releases, and he just isn't the same efficient scorer that we're used to seeing.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Well, it took 4 tries, but they get their first bucket in the second half.
The 76ers leading by 15. And for the most part, when Bogdanovich is out on the floor, he's there to do one thing, shoot.
And I tell you what, when you can shoot like that, that's all you need to do. Great catch-and-shoot player who can stretch the defense. You cannot leave him alone, and really his presence frees up so much for his teammates on the floor.
No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. Misses the three.
Tough start to the second half, just 1 of 5. Wow.
And Davis throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now, here's Westbrook. He's got 11. And it's blocked by Simmons.
And don't forget about the long reach that Simmons possesses. He uses it exceptionally well on defense to come away with blocks like that.
Here's Embiid. That's in there. Davis with the assist. 20 points for Joel Embiid.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Westbrook kicks to Turner. Dishes it to Prince. And Embiid with the block. Prince against Covington. Passes it to Embiid. Here's Redick. Back to Embiid. Covington against Prince. Covington's shot is off. Pacers trail by 19. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
To the paint. Here's Davis. He can't hit that time.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Well, that's just stellar interior defense. You can't ask for anything more than that.
Prince outside. Here's Sabonis. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
Incredibly reliable as a scorer. He's always looking for ways to help the team succeed. It's happening again tonight.
The 76ers have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. Smith checked in for the 76ers. Etuan Moore comes in for J.J. Redick. Indiana also making some changes. Tyler Zellers checked in for Miles Turner. Rodney McGruder comes in for Taurean Prince. And it's Evans in for Bogdanovich.
One shot, find the lanes.
That's good from Simmons. Here's Westbrook. 11 points in the game. He kicks to Zeller. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's foul number 2 for him. On defense, Philadelphia. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. Shot clock at 5. Here's McGruder.
And the aggressive attitude of Davis on D makes him such a tough matchup. He's not going to give his man an inch of breathing room, and that was the difference on that possession. And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Outside Westbrook. Here's Sabonis. And just miss after miss right now.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. Exceptional play across the board. I love their tenacity, just piling it on at this point.
You know, the beauty is it hasn't just been offense, right? It's been the defensive end as well. They're firing on all cylinders right now.
Here's Westbrook after the Sixers pick up 2. That one a little long.
He's trying to make something happen, but obviously been a tough quarter.
To the middle, deflects the pass. Stolen by Evans. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
All
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Simmons. Last season, he played outstanding. Last year, averaged 21 points per, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists. He has been at his most dynamic, no question about it, a real handful.
2 shots.
Let's make no mistake, one of the elite talents in the NBA and operating at the highest level right now.
That free throw missing. Doris, when you view international basketball, 13 and 14-year-olds playing in academies, some players turning pro overseas at 16, would something like that work in this country?
You know what, Kevin? I'm not necessarily for something like this. What I do believe is the NBA could become more involved across the board, and we should have more uniformity in basketball in general. And I think one of the ways to do that is to make sure we set up some sort of basketball committee across the different levels of basketball, starting with youth, going to high school, into college, then the semi-professional sort of basketball leagues out there, or the formative leagues like the G League, and then the NBA. I think we just need to look at the game in its totality and create some measure of uniformity. But frankly, I don't love the idea of 13 and 14-year-olds leaving their home to go to, quote, sport academies. Well, despite his struggles from the field in this period, you know he's going to keep asking for the basketball.
Smith finds Simmons. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Yep, that one goes in there. Davis has got 6 here in this quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Evans. He has 6. And there's the pass to Sabonis. Westbrook against Davis. 6 on the shot clock. And Westbrook throws it down.
How quick is Russell Westbrook with the dribble? He is impossible to contain.
And Simmons kicks to Davis. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. To the inside. And it's Davis finishing it off.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Just great timing on that play, too, guys. Makes it impossible for the defense to react.
Now, here's Sabonis. Evans outside. Here's Magruder. Over Smith. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Boy, the mid-range becomes slightly more difficult when the defense is as active as they are there.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And it's Evans with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Pass to Magruder. Knocks it loose. Westbrook kicks to Sabonis. Over Moore. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. And it's Smith that time on the assist from Moore. Moore's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 14. Over Simmons. Indiana again missing.
Boy, I'll tell you, he has plenty of space, but it looked like a little bit of a hitch in that release.
To the paint, Moore. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Moore's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Westbrook against Simmons. Feeds it to Evans. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You 2 players.
Poked away. Philadelphia with the ball. Philadelphia has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the 2nd half. Good on the bucket. Moore's got 7.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Westbrook against Simmons. Now here's Westbrook. He's covered closely. They need this one. That one goes. Count it. 16 points for him.
I can't imagine the energy expended by Russell Westbrook. Always a threat to score, even when he's getting knocked around.
I love this approach. Despite the lead, still attacking.
Right now, Greg, there's no end in sight. They are going for it.
Here's Zeller following the basket by Anthony Davis. 13 feet away, and the jumper is on the mark. 18 points for Russell Westbrook.
Well, why not, Kevin, right? When Russell Westbrook is working to the degree he is tonight, why wouldn't you consistently run your offense through him? It makes perfect sense.
51 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. He dishes it to Zeller. Kicks it to Evans to the right side. Here's Magruder. He's guarded by Davis. Clock at 6. Sabonis against Smith. And again, it's Indiana.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
About 3 seconds between shot and game play. And Embiid throws it down.
And guys, really admire how Simmons finds the open man consistently. The vision, the unselfishness. That's what you want to see out of him.
Westbrook against Simmons. Now here's Westbrook. 18 points for him. Over Simmons. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
Yeah, the hustle from Simmons on D, it becomes infectious. He brings his all on every possession.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a huge 37-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. Back to the action after this word. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
And, Greg, nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. They've got Tyler Zeller. Evans out there with Leaf. And it's Magruder in at the 3. Leaf, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Shamet guarded by Holiday. Embiid wide open. And again, it's Philadelphia.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Pacers. Doris, last year the NBA signed a deal to broadcast G League games on the internet channel Twitch.
Well, you know Adam Silver is always looking at new methods for broadcasting this great league and the G League. And I think we live in an era of an increasingly digital world. The next generation use their platforms in non-traditional, non-linear fashion. So to me, this is really smart decision making.
I know you're a big Twitch watcher yourself. You subscribe, and like me, you love the G League.
I'm always twitching.
And the Pacers with possession here after the Sixers pick up 2. Evans kicks to Holiday. Pass break, Philadelphia. Pass to Korkmaz. Evans against Smith. Passes to Noel. 5 on the clock. Shamet. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Holiday with the 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Smith kicks to Korkmaz. Now the pass to Noel. 76ers moving the ball around. Here's Smith. That's tipped. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Magruder. Probably no surprise, Doris. Fans would rather watch shots being hit from the field over free throws. So should the league do anything to perhaps cut down on trips to the free throw line?
You know what, Kevin? I don't know that I necessarily think there need to be fewer trips to the charity stripe. I don't like the hack-up player strategy, and I think that we've taken a good first step toward correcting that particular issue. But right now, I like the way the game is played in terms of officiating. My only objection to the way the game is officiated is take away those intentional fouls that are prohibiting fast break basketball.
And he gets the bucket.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pass to Leaf. Can they get it? Rebound by Smith. For Philadelphia, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Embiid, no good.
The only way he doesn't finish is if the defense gets in his face. Nice job.
Count that one. And that's 11 points for Tyreke Evans.
I'll tell you, he takes the window of opportunity and delivers a nice pass into the...
Pass to Korkmaz. They get it again. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. That's now 8 points for Nerlens Noel. Evans outside. Doris, what is your solution to the controversy surrounding one and dones?
Kevin, I believe the one and dones will be a thing of the past, and I think it will happen shortly. And the reason that can now become a viable option is the G League holds the key. You can now allow players to enter into the minor league straight out of high school. If they raise the salary of those G League players, then it helps across the board.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Philadelphia. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Kyle Lowry and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Sunday, they'll go up against the Magic in Orlando.
And looking at the Hornets matchup, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Now here's Covington. Shoot from the right block, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And here's Westbrook from the arc. It's not going to go for him. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Pass to Covington. Simmons inside. He's covered by Westbrook. Noel trying to break loose. No good from Simmons. Indiana's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. You always hear coaches preaching consistency. Doris, what enables that kind of night-in, night-out reliability?
Well, I think a lot goes into it, and you can start with pride, Kevin. If you're putting in the kind of preparation necessary, then you're going to take a certain amount of pride in the things you do on a night-by-night basis. Things aren't always going to go your way, but it's not how you end the night. It's how do you respond in the middle of the game when things are going against you. Calls haven't gone your way, or perhaps there's a bad matchup. What's your response? So a lot of things go into consistency, and it's why we take special pride covering players who pride themselves on being available.
And one of the most admired things you have, too, as well.
Correct. Michael Jordan loved to play every night.
Here's Simmons. Bogdanovich picking up that last basket. Moore outside. And it's sent back by Turner.
Well, how about Turner's ability to anticipate when the shooter's going to release? Couldn't be better at timing his rejections.
Here's Bogdanovich. Here's Sabonis. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Davis. Stolen by Westbrook. He kicks it to Bogdanovich. Here's the three. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Simmons got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Down low, Noel. And slam dunk by Noel. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 10 rebounds. And here are the Pacers now. Westbrook passes to Turner. Indiana moving it around. And Turner throws it down.
How about that? He's 7 feet tall. And Miles Turner, because of that ability to move in any direction at any moment, is a big-time problem inside.
Now here's Moore. As basketball becomes more global, we continue to see veterans come from abroad and of course make an impact as role players in the league.
You know what I love, Kevin, is great basketball players could come from any place in the world. And obviously, general managers now have got to expand their field of vision. They've got to have international scouting. But the NBA would be a lot less rich a place if we did not have Dirk Nowitzki, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, the unicorn in New York City, Kristaps Porzingis. I don't care where players come from. All I want to know is, can they play basketball? And if they can, I want to watch them.
And that one falls for Davis. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. To the inside. And that's Prince, that time on the assist by Westbrook.
Well, Russell Westbrook has excelled at being a facilitator. You love when he's focused on making his teammates better.
Simmons finds Moore. Noel against Turner. Here's Moore. Westbrook with the nice D there. Indiana's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Bogdanovich passes to Westbrook. Now the dish to Prince. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid comes in for Noel. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Moore. Covington against Prince. Poked loose. 6 on the shot clock. Fast break. Here they come. Here's Simmons. But they'll get another chance. Yes, that goes in. And it's 29 points for Davis.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways. And that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Westbrook kicks to Bogdanovich. Wants to get it to Westbrook and does. For today's defensive schemes, Doris, which are more valuable in your opinion? Great on-ball defenders or great help defenders?
Well, I think you need both, obviously. I think anytime you can pressure the ball to a high level, I think that's very disruptive at the point of attack. But I also think in an era of incredible motion offense, you think of players and teams like the Golden State Warriors, the San Antonio Spurs, there's great ball movement, player movement, and you've got to be able to be aware at least 2 passes away. So you need both quality types of defenders, to me, to have a high-level defense, Kev.
I agree. It begins with an on-ball defender and usually evolves into a help defender. I mean, you can't do one without the other.
Agreed.
And so Westbrook makes them both. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level. Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And it's Turner off the drive. He can't get that one. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, Sade comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
Right side, Reddick shoots. Shot clock at 6. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And Simmons is just the total package. I mean, a player that can really dish it to his teammates.
Bogdanovich with it, out guarded by Reddick, and J.J. Reddick picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. On the wing, Turner, guarded by Embiid, and so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Westbrook against Simmons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Baseline try. Westbrook, no good.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Reddick finds Simmons. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Simmons got 20.
And really, Simmons makes it look so easy. The way he's attacking defenses from multiple angles is really just commendable.
Now, here's Westbrook. Tipped away and stolen by Simmons.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the 76ers.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Joel Embiid.
Boy, with all the work he did at the offensive end, it seemed to me to take a toll on the defenders. They could neither match his energy nor his intensity.
4 on the shot clock. Here's Westbrook. Offensive rebound. Sabonis. Turner inside. Embiid's there. Here's Sabonis. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. And Simmons has got the ball here for Philadelphia. Davis dishes to Simmons. Inside. Covington with the bucket.
And this is how you close out a game, not taking any chances.
Well, you can't have any room for error late in a game like this, so they put the finishing touches in style. I love how they closed.
Here's Prince. 76ers getting the bucket. Loads it up for Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Yeah, it really was. They wanted this home win badly, and they went out and took it.
Prince outside. Shoots over Covington. Prince's shot is good.
My goodness, how about the degree of difficulty on that shot?
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. AD, it looked like you guys were having some fun out there. Is there a new dynamic coming up offensively?
No, we just don't care who scored the ball. You know, the ball movement was great. Everybody's rebounding and talking. So when you play like that, it's fun to watch. You know, and everybody out there having fun, smiling, a lot of emotion. That's all we asked. That's all Coach asked for, and we did that tonight.
Good win tonight, AD. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.